Hey sis, today we are talking about box braids. But we're gonna do it get ready with me style. That's why my face is purple because I actually put on sunscreen every day before my makeup. So normally I start off with white eyebrows and purple skin. And a little breakout here because oh, and a small one right there because they won't let me live. You know what I mean? But anyway, so just take 1 minute, go look over my channel, subscribe, and I'd appreciate that. Anywho, let's talk about box braids. Now, the last time I got box braids, it was traumatic. It was traumatic. I had said to myself, you know what? I'm going to give my hair a break because I'm natural or whatever. And I said I'm going to give myself a break, and I am going to um, put a protective styling. So I picked box braids. I have a friend that does really good box braids. So I said, oh, let me take advantage of her, um, you know, bombness, her skill, and get some bomb box braids. So I called her, asked her how much it cost, set up the appointment, and I told her, I pay her to come by my house and do it. With that being said, she came to my house. We started at around, this is the first time, all right? We started at around 9 o'clock in the morning, finished around about 3 or 4, right? Now, after I was done, I was so happy. But the first thing that I noticed is that my head was hurting, right? And I was like, oh my God, these are beautiful, but my head is hurting. So I was like, okay, well, I kind of anticipated that my head was going to be hurting. And anywho, here are the problems with box braids. The number one problem with box braids is they're tight. They are hella tight, okay? I don't know why I decided to do this shit again because I'm going to cry. Like right now, this second, I'm going to cry. Okay? Like I'm not even over exaggerating. And the thing is, it's not because she did them too tight. I'm just super tender-headed. Super tender-headed, right? So why I decided to torture myself again, I don't know. All right. So boom. That was it. That's the one thing. They're too tight. Second thing is, these big braids, the thing they don't tell you about jumbo boxo, the thing that they don't tell you about jumbo box braids is that they're heavy. They are super heavy. When I say super heavy, super heavy. To the point where your head is like, oh, you like hold it up just to get a little bit of breather. Like you hold it up like this, like, oh my God. Just to get a breather because they're super heavy. Now, the first time she did my braids, well, how to combat that? Let me tell you how to combat that. The way to combat that is to the next time, if you decide to get them again, don't let them put so much hair in each plait. Don't let them put so much hair. Let them know, listen, Bordeaux Rose told me, do not allow you to put all that hair in one plait, okay? I promise, my plait last time was twice this thick. Twice this thick. It was too much hair. It was too heavy. And this time around, I told her, sis, we ain't doing them heavy-ass braids. No, we're not doing that. Second thing is, well, that was the second thing, heaviness. Was it? Yeah, that was the second thing. So the third thing, okay, is showering. So if you're like me and you like your hairstyles to last as long as possible, especially braids like this, and if somebody does your braids and they do a great job like this, you want them to last long. And even if you don't want them to last long, they're gonna last long because they braid them nice and neat, and not that here is too tight, but they braid the actual braid really nice and tight, so they'll last for a while. Well, the problem is showering. if your hair is natural, and to be honest, even if your hair is not natural, and you don't shower with a shower cap, your hair's gonna get ratchet looking real quick. So you have to put a shower cap on. Well, when your braids are this long or longer, good luck finding a shower cap. Okay? Okay? It's good luck. So go ahead on and bust out those Walmart bags and tie them around your hair. But you're gonna realize after a little bit that that's for the birds. Nobody has time to be tying up their hair with a Walmart shopping bag every single time they need to, take a shower. So good luck finding a shower cap that actually fits your hair. This time around that she didn't put as much hair in my braids, luckily the jumbo shower cap that I did buy actually fits this time. So what I do is I just take all my hair up, kind of ponytail style, and then I see, even this is a lot. Look at this. Even this is a lot. But I put it all together, ponytail style, and then I wrap it around one time, and I put it over my head like this, and then I put the shower cap on, and I tuck the back of my hair in. Good to go. Okay. Also, what I do to keep hair nice and fresh, I wrap it with a head tie. It doesn't have to be satin. You're just showering. We'll talk about that next, but it doesn't have to be satin. It's just for your shower. So it's not too bad if it's just like a cloth or a bandana type. Even though a bandana type is going to be too small, you want to try to find something that has that's very long, like a long scarf or something of that nature, to actually go around the braids and actually go around it maybe twice. So with that being said, you need to take a shower with your hair nice and wrapped and tight. I know you want to be free and all of that, but if you want your braids to last long, you need to get your shower cap, and you need to tie your hair before you take a shower. Trust me on this, trust me, okay? Because what happens is the heat and the steam from your shower will start to unravel your natural hair, make it poofy. I don't care what you put on it, it will make it poofy. And your braids will start looking old really, 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 really fast, okay? Next step, sleeping. Now, I'm about to say something that sounds real stupid and crazy, but I don't sleep with a cap on. I only sleep with a tie, maybe something like this, but what I do is I don't make it satin, because satin is not going to stay on this. Just take the satin shit out your mind, unless you can deal with a bonnet. And I can't deal with a bonnet because they rub me in the back and they rub me around the hairline, and I'm always really nervous about it pulling out my edges. So what I do is I take this and I wrap my hair like this, just to keep them out of my face as I sleep. And even this gets annoying sometimes because back here is so tight, it's pulling on it and it feels like it's rubbing on it. But I tie there. I normally make like a little bow, or I wrap it again and I just tuck it under, because this is the kind of fabric. I actually got this from Walmart. And this is the kind of fabric that if I just roll it under itself, it'll stay. It doesn't have to be tied. So you need to make sure that you keep your hair out of your face for comfortable sleep. Before, a week or so, you're going to be in a little bit of pain. You're going to be in a little bit of pain. You're going to be crying about it. You're going to be like, oh my God, I can't lay down. It almost feels like laying on a milk crate. Like, I'm not over exaggerating right now. I'm being so serious. It's crazy. So, basically what I do is I tie my hair like that, and then I lay on my pillow and I go to sleep. Now, don't be alarmed though, because I do use a satin pillowcase. And the reason you use the satin pillowcase is for the same reason that you tie your hair up before you go to sleep. before you take a shower. You want your braids to last long. So what they're going to do is they're going to glide across that they're going to glide across the satin pillowcase. and not get fuzzy, because you don't want the braids to get fuzzy, even though you can fix that. If your braids do get fuzzy, I'm gonna tell you how to fix that. So you know, you're sleeping on your satin pillowcase. They cost like $5 at Walmart. Make the investment. Even with your natural hair, you should be sleeping on a satin pillowcase. I don't care what anybody tells you. I don't care if you wear a bonnet or not, they come off. So I would go take the time and the little money and invest in a satin pillowcase. Satin. Satin, unless you can afford silk, is your best, most economical choice, okay? Use a satin pillowcase. Trust me on that. You do not want to deal with a bonnet. If you're like me and you're very nervous about your edges, the bonnet will rub off your edges. Remember, you already have the tension from this. Now you have this bonnet hooked on to the edge of your braids, pulling it. I don't care if it's satin. I don't care if it's 100% silk. It's going to pull here, because remember, bonnets catch you right here. They put tension here, no matter what it is. And when it's pulling on this, because you're moving and you're doing this, and it's pulling against these braids, it's going to pop your edges out. It will pop your edges out, okay? So be careful. Be careful with these bonnets. Be careful with these bonnets. A satin pillowcase is all you need, okay? Okay. Now, I don't know if you're like me. Obviously, I like to slick my edges. I use Eco Styler gel for the most part for my edges. Because my hair is natural, sometimes I use the black Got To Be glue that comes out clear. I use that because, you know, it stays down. You know what I mean? I mean, my edges are very unruly because, again, my hair is natural. So I do use the Got To Be glue, but what I do at night in the shower when I wash my face, I wash my edges too. And I don't lose edges. I still have my edges, okay? I don't have a problem with that. Now, once every, I want to say, couple weeks, you need to wash your braids. You need to wash your braids. I don't give a shit what anybody tells you. I'm sorry for cussing, but don't listen to them, okay? You need to wash your braids. So, damn, I left it in the shower. I wish I could have brought it. But you don't have to use like a shampoo. Well, yes, you could take a bottle. I'm going to tell you what to do. There's a product that I use, but I left it in the shower. I'm so sorry, but it's by Cantu, and it's this apple cider vinegar wash that comes with a nozzle. I wash my hair, I squeeze that in, I rub my scalp, I rinse it out. I put a little bit of co-wash on my braids, pull it through, rinse it out. After I'm done, I squeeze out the water. I take oil in my hands, and I run it over my braids, and I squeeze it through my braids. I squeeze the oil through my braids to make sure to try to get through to my hair as well. Because remember, your hair are in these braids. You have to take care of your hair. So I squeeze the oil onto my braids as I'm squeezing out the water as well with the oil on my hands. And that's also going to keep your hair slick, you know, or whatever the case may be. Now, if you notice, this is the time when you fix those fuzzies too. If you notice that your hair looks fuzzy, you just wet your hair, or you could do this while you're washing, or whatever the case may be. You wet your hair. You after you're finished doing all the steps I just told you to do, you take your I don't know why I left this on. I didn't even use it. Oh my gosh, I put it on right on my fingers. This is to put your foundation on. Sorry. Anyway. So you take a foam and you put it over your braids. Do this like on a Sunday morning, on a day that you know you're going to be outdoors all day long. Like, you know how, I don't know if you're like me, but I get up on a Saturday morning and I go run errands. That's my day to go do whatever it is. My nails, go hang out with my hubby and the kids or whatever. So I typically do this on a Saturday morning so that my hair can air dry. So, again, I go back and I put the foam on if I feel like my hair is looking a little fuzzy. And then I just go about my day for the whole day. And it dries. And I promise you it looks like this when I'm done. This is freshly done. I just got this done yesterday. So, it's fresh. But, you know, that's how you combat that. And your braids will last you for several months. You know, it's up to you how long you really want them to last. But I normally don't keep my braids in past 2 months, because I think that you need to maintain your hair, You know, that's how you lose edges, because what happens is I notice some people, they leave their braids in for 3 and 4 and 5 months and all this is popping. Because, sweetheart, what happens is when your hair starts to grow out, it grows out and the tension is pulling on the hair. So what happens after a while, the hair here is very fragile. If you have this much new growth, because you're like, oh girl, look at all this new growth, sis, you ain't gonna have no growth, because what's gonna happen is that little hair, your hair is too fragile to carry this whole weight for so long, and you pulling it up and you doing it, you swinging it and doing all that. You're gonna notice. I don't know if you ever notice, sometimes you walking in a store or on the street and you see one of these. That's why, because they just pop off. So now all your hair has popped off on the edges, wherever else, because you're putting so much tension, you're leaving them in for so long that they're hanging on by a string, so they have no choice but to pop off. So I try to take my braids out after 2 months. If you don't want to take them out, what you can do is get your stylist to go back and take out, like, maybe your hairline, if that's, because for me, my hairline is always loose quick. I don't know what that is, but that always is looser quicker, the hairline. So what I do is I will call my stylist and say, hey, I need to make an appointment. I need you to redo my crown area, because my mid area is really good. It grew out a little bit, but not so much that it's hanging. I need you to redo my crown. She'll come, she'll take out my crown, and she will redo it. And that way my braids can last a little bit longer. You can keep the middle ones in. You don't have to get a full head if you don't want to. You know, it's quicker, cheaper, and all that good stuff if you want to maintain your hairstyle. All right. And I think that that's nope, excuse me. That's about it. Besides turning around, if you live with somebody or you're married like I am, you know, I slap my hubby in the face with these braids every night, because I'm like trying to turn and trying to turn, and he's like, could you stop slapping me in the face with the damn braids? So be aware of your significant other back there as well when you're swinging your new locks. Okay. What else? I just love having braids. They're so quick, so easy. I mean, it's 1, 2, 3. It's a protective style. You always have a style. When it's time to go out, you don't have to think, oh my God, my hair, I gotta fix my hair. You know, it's beautiful. As long as you maintain it properly and you're not overdoing it with the freaking, you know, styles. Also, be careful with these buns, sis. Be careful with these buns. They will pull out your edges. Be careful with these buns. They're cute, but be careful with these buns, sis. Do a loose bun. Loose sloppy look is in right now. The boho look is in. It doesn't need to be so tight to the point where you snatching them edges out. You know, please be careful with that. What else? I think that's it. You feel like you're sleeping on a freaking milk crate. That's the biggest problem. But after about a week or so, you'll start to feel more comfortable. But these are my braids. I'm going to take it down for you so you can see. Oy, oy, oy. These are them. I have a gray patch of hair, if you guys remember. Last time I didn't get these 2 gray ones because I thought I was going to be okay. But honestly and truthfully, I didn't like how, like, when my hair started to grow out, the gray started to peak, and I did not like how that looked. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do the gray here so that it doesn't look so bad when it starts to grow out. But yeah, these are my braids. This time, like I said, I got her to do them not as thick as I did before. She had started with the triangle parts, and when I noticed that's what she was doing, I told her, sis, I don't like triangles. So she started with the boxes. It looks kind of cute, like when I lift it up and you can kind of see the triangle on the side. It's kind of cute. It's kind of edgy, you know. When you're not at work, you know, you camouflage it like this. when you out and you know what I'm saying, you turn it up, you can, yeah, I got triangles. So it's cute. I like it, a hidden triangle. But they're pretty long. They're I don't want to get up too far. They're like almost, they're like butt length. But I love them. I love the little gold wrapping. This time I made her do it all the way almost down. Love the gold wrapping. So there's so much you could do. I love when they get so loose that I could do a very loose bun at the top of my head. I do like side do's, you know. I do this time maybe I'll be able to put them all in a ponytail. Last time they was so big and heavy that I couldn't. It hurt me to put it in a ponytail. Even after I got accustomed to them, it still was very challenging to do. So, you know, now I feel like I'm gonna have way more fun with them. So I know I said like a million times. I'm so sorry. But yeah, so I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna actually finish my makeup look here without you guys. I just wanted to come by, tell you guys about this box braid life, let you know that it is not for everybody, but it's cute though. It's cute, especially after you get accustomed to it. It's really, really cute. So, you know, I wouldn't say not to do it. I would say just to be cautious and know that you might not get sleep the first week unless you get some sleeping pills. And I really don't think that it's healthy to be using sleeping pills on a very regular basis. So be very careful with that. And is there anything else? Oh my goodness. No. Thanks for watching. Let me know if I forgot anything. Let me know your experience with box braids. And have a good day. Bye-bye.